But I think this is my grandfather's saying, Agieta. And I think that's like Aloha Spirit and Surfing Spirit has a lot of similarities. 안녕하십니까? 한국말 조금해요. I surfed in Jeju in 1991. I'm just maybe the first person that surfed there. I'm not trying to pretend I'm Korean, but my Korean heritage is really strong. And at that time, when I came to Kimpo Airport, they confiscated my surfboards. 1987, I came for the opening of the 독립운동가, and I met a few government officials. So one of the persons was the Minister of Jurisprudence. And so I called him and said, "도와주세요, I want my surfboard." So today I'm going to talk about these trends. It's a lot to talk about in a short time, but there should be more people that come from America to visit, but there should also be people like Minhee, who's one of the pioneer surfers, so it's not just outside. You have to develop your own history, your own culture, and I know there's a lot of people here that have been involved for a long time. But I've been surfing for 52 years. I shaped my first surfboard at 15, and I gave it up because I was really bad. But I'm a pretty good glasser. I've surfed this place. It's, I got permission to tell this story from the locals. This is Point Doom. This is between Malibu and Zuma. I've surfed here for over 40 years. But this is me in Jeju. And we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have cameras. So this is about the only picture I have in the Sheila Hotel. And these are just pictures of me surfing. I like small waves, medium waves, and for surfing it makes me free. Where at Point Doom it's hard to get in. Before it used to be heavy local. Nobody could come in. Now we don't do that. It's not nice. It's not good. Bullying is not good. But I've been so lucky because usually we get to surf on crowded waves. There'll be 150 people at Malibu. I can surf here with 10 people. But one thing, I'm always proud of being Korean. So for years I either had Korean art or a red and blue wetsuit. This one has Korean art and Irish art. So that's how I express my heritage, and I'm proud of it. And so one of my organizations was the United Surfers Association. And so in our artwork, it's the Hawaiian fish hook, but it's spelled USA because we are an American organization. And there was a problem between the longboarders and the shortboarders. So that's why we were trying to unite people. I ride any equipment I can. If it's a 3-fin or a single fin, I can't ride a shortboard anymore. I'm too old. I've done I think 150 contests. I was the president and the head judge. I didn't take any crap from anybody. But I'll tell you a little more later about what the purpose of this club was, and it's amazing. But I also went corporate, and I worked with people that had a lot of money and none of them surfed. And then, I don't know anybody else that's done this, but I put on in Malibu, I brought in big lights, and for Red Bull we did a 5 women night surfing contest. Nobody had ever done it. But at that time, they were the top women surfers. But I think this is my grandfather's saying, Agieta. And I think that's like Aloha Spirit and Surfing Spirit has a lot of similarity. Tosan's story is an amazing story, and it's odd for me to be his grandson, to be the Weisonja. This calligraphy Tosan wrote from Tejan Kamo. He was in Tejan Kamo for 3 years. But through all of this, love was the important thing. Do you know the story of his name? So when Tosan left in 1902 to go to America, all of a sudden he saw Hawaii rise up out of the ocean. And he knew, because he wanted to fight the Japanese and to also change the social traditions of the country. He was for women's rights. He wanted to abolish the honorific form of speaking because he felt everybody was the same. And so there's a lot of things that you don't know. So when he saw Hawaii rise up, he felt he had to be alone, like an island, but also strong like a mountain to make changes.
For a beach barbecue, let's get it on.
To educate the rest of Korea about what surfing can be, what surfing is, what surfing means to you, this is one of the avenues to get the country to back surfing and also to back your national team.